Yes, 348 Tennessee. Yeah, we got a copy on you. Yeah, we're talking on a Cobra 142. How's it making it?
Oh, it's crystal clear. It sounds real good over here, man. I'd take the knobs off of it so you didn't be tempted to monkey with it anymore.
All right, guys, we're gonna go over the tune-up of this radio. This is a T-Berry Stalker with the MB8719 PLL chip in it, just like the 142 Cobra 2000, 142 Washingtons. Very popular. So we're going to go over this tune-up procedure. This is for you folks that might have a CB radio that's stock, the transmit is locked, and you just need to get it back in frequency, maybe get the ears a little better, you know, after all this time. So what I've done is I've installed this frequency counter. There used to be a clock right here, you know, those old flip clocks that never work, they're always broken. So I got this from Amazon, and you hook it up to test point number 1. See, I got a little capacitor there, and there's test point number 1, and this is where you do all the adjustments for your IF offsets. So normally I would just hook up a counter and then program the counter to read channel 40 when it's on channel 40. But today we're going to use the counter in its raw mode. You see the output of that tap, test point 1, really is 35.2027. So what we're going to do here is show you the tune-up procedure for this guy. Okay, if I can get through this, I hope I can. I might get a dead battery, you never know, right? But again, make sure you use the proper tools. If you try to tune up a radio with a metal screwdriver, you're going to ruin it. You're going to break those cores because that metal tip screwdriver is harder than the iron. That's why they use these ceramic tip. The ceramic tip screwdrivers are softer. They won't do the damage. And they don't cost that much, so yeah, make sure you get this. Okay. Yeah, how do we start this? Alright, so right now you can see the clarifier is moving. So you want to make sure your clarifier is at 12 o'clock, straight up. So we'll make sure that goes straight up. Okay. And then, once you do that, you're going to go switch to upper sideband first. You can see that 2068? It should be 2075. So we come over here to the PLL chip, and there's 3 adjustments here. This one here is for upper sideband, then AM, and then lower sideband. So we're going to adjust this capacitor down here first. So I'll get that screwdriver on there. And some of these you need a, like this first one here, you see that's a capacitor, so it needs a little bigger screwdriver. Alright, so now I'm going to turn this guy. There you go. We're going to go up to 7.5. Alright. See if we can get that in there. There we go. Now I'm going to switch it to AM. AM should read 2050, not 35, so that's off. I'll grab my smaller tool now. Okay, so we're going to adjust this second can here. The first, there's the PLL chip. The second can is for AM. We're going to get our tip in there. Don't force it. Alright, so we're going to adjust this one to 2050. Yeah, it was off quite a ways. Okay. Alright. This is making sense? I hope so. Alright, so now we got upper sideband and AM adjusted. We're going to switch it over to lower sideband and see what it says. 2033. Well, it should be 2025. Alright, so we're going to go over here to this third can here and adjust this readout to 2050. Okay, this is the first step to getting your radio in tune. And I just put that to the wrong number because I was thinking about what to say. 2025. Just keep going and going and going there. Hey, why don't you guys say something? Okay. There we go. 2025. So that means if we switch this now, there's your AM 2050, spot on. There's your sideband 2075, and there's your lower sideband 2025. Now, we're almost done with the counter adjustments because those are going to get you your first IS spot on. And later on, we're going to use the second radio to tune the second half of this to get it perfect. Okay, so the only other thing you have to worry about is if your CB radio is stock. If it's stock, you see this, you see that adjustment there on the board? That's your TX offset. So no matter where your clarifier is, this is really in control. And how you find that out is if you, let's see if I can do this, key up the radio and then try to, let's see, let's go over to AM. Alright, key up the radio and I'll mess with the clarifier. Alright, we're going to go through this adjustments one more time. Make sure you understand this. Okay, this counter now does not have the offset for the IF on it, so you're actually reading the true frequency of that test point 1. And currently it's on AM. And if you saw that last part of the video, I adjusted up the AM to be 50, upper sideband 75, and then there's your lower sideband. With some radios that are stock, there's still a third adjustment, the TX offset. And how you can tell is, you see as I change the clarifier here, right, on RX it moves. But if I hit the TX button and then change that clarifier, yeah, you see that? It doesn't move. That means it's fixed. So what you have to do is adjust this front potentiometer right here, and you adjust that when it's keyed to match the number in the unkeyed position. So at 2 should be 25, right? So when it's at 25 in both RX and TX, then you know this is adjusted correct. Now if your radio is unlocked and they bypass this, it's both RX and TX is controlled by the front knob, this will be the same no matter what. Yeah, that's why we like radios that are unlocked. But a lot of radios are still stock, and this is a big problem because this one adjustment down here will make your sideband TX off frequency, and people won't be able to understand you know, you're just off frequency, and it's hard to fix without any test equipment. So that's the big clue here, right? Yeah, I got all kinds of test equipment and stuff to tune these radios up. I got all the stuff, but not everybody does. So that's why I'm making this video today, to get you to tune up your radio with minimal tools. And again, we're going to stress making sure you use these ceramic tools. Don't use any metal screwdrivers in these parts. Okay, the next section, we're going to go over the RX. You see these cans right here, all the way from the back up. It does a little T right here. This is your R receiving chain. So we're going to go through this chain and I'll explain it. We'll see what kind of improvements we can get. Alright. Yeah, what do you think of this? Is this helpful? Give me a thumbs up. Throw a comment my way. Yeah, you know, I wish I could work on everybody's radios, but just can't do that, right? But we got to get them tuned up, so let's do it together. Bruce, 73s.